Well, another first in the pro class for you.
Yeah, things went really, really good today. It was good racing, it was a good time.
Great. So for those of our viewers who might not be familiar, could you say your name?
I'm Daryl Wrath from Hutchinson, Minnesota.
Yes, sir. And Wrath Racing, this is a big thing. We have number 67, and now how can you have two number 67s? Is that your personal number?
Yes, it's actually my number. I raced both the machines. I actually raced two different machines today, two different classes.
I see, two different classes. So what two classes did you race today?
I raced the Open Unstudded, and then I raced the Pro class and the Dash for Cash.
I see. Okay, so this Polaris closer to the track is the Open Unstudded?
That's correct, yep.
Okay. And this is another beautiful machine here too. I'm just amazed at how Polaris has done this over the years. I remember back in about 1985. I think was that about when the first four-wheeler came out from Polaris?
Yeah, I mean Polaris built them back in the 80s, and they obviously evolved a lot from there. And technology's been awesome, and I'm real fortunate to be part of Polaris's company. We do a lot of work for them. I've raced for them for I think the last 8 years. So
that is really awesome, and we're so glad Hutchinson native, and here you are out supporting the community and supporting the racing and giving us a great spectacle. That's awesome. Anything else you'd like to say?
I appreciate you guys coming out. It's great to see you guys, so the home viewers can see what's more of this is all about, and hopefully we get more of these guys out here next year and they can actually watch it in person.
Super. All right. We really hope for that. Thanks again, and thanks for making this happen.
Thanks.
So, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
What's your name?
My name's Adam Gra.
And it is. And you've been racing today?
Yep, racing.
How did you do?
I think I took first.
Nice. So that was you coming up here. All right. So what can you tell us about that race?
A lot of bumping. It's kind of like a demolition derby on ice.
For sure. So you're in the side-by-sides.
Correct.
So what did you have to do to prepare for today?
I was up to about 2:30 in the morning with my sidekick right there. So helped me out get it all together last night and tried to get some sleep and come out and just give her all I could.
Sure. So where are you from then?
Hutchinson, Minnesota.
Oh, you are from Hutch. Okay. And super. So you have a pit crew then and everything, or you're pretty much doing this with your sidekick?
Yep, just basically doing it by myself. I got just friends and buddies that help me out. They want to come along and help out, and I'm more than welcome to have them along.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So what does it take to keep one of these things running?
Not a whole lot, actually. They're pretty reliable machines these days, I mean, right out of the factory you can take it and race it and do well. So just minimal maintenance to keep them going. Oil changes, normal stuff.
So what type of machine is yours, a Polaris?
Mine's a Yamaha Rhino.
Okay, can you edit that? Because I looked at it and I thought it was a Polaris.
So he was wrong.
I was wrong. So let's try this. So what kind of machine you got? Is it a Yamaha?
I have a Yamaha Rhino, yes.
How did I know that? Start at 2:30 this morning?
Oh, I finished putting it back together at 2:30 this morning and then got a couple hours of sleep. So
I see. Why did you have to take it apart?
Well, I had a powder coating guy who basically helps me out, how powder coated all looking nice and put some graphics on it, just kind of make it look nice for the races.
Wow, we'll have to make sure we get a good shot of that. What's your number?
54.
54, number 1.
Number 1 today.
And here's Chad Flom too. So, and you guys ride side by side then in there? Cool. What are you looking for, Chad?
I actually just was out there for the excitement. I mean, it's the first time I've ever been to a race like this, actually. I've never been to the ice races ever before. Actually, I didn't even know about them until this year. Yeah.
No, it's really cool. I did a little bit of motorcycle, but I've never seen anything like this with the side-by-side and stuff like that. So, yeah, cool. So you got seat belts and shoulder harnesses and all that stuff?
Regular seat belt and helmets. That's it.
Now, do you race in the summer too, or is this strictly ice? Or
Used to. Kind of getting back into it. Used to race ATVs. So basically just doing side-by-sides kind of for fun for now. I guess they say with age you get a cage. So.
Right, yeah. Really. The burgers are good, I can tell you that. Did you try a burger yet? Yep. Well, we have a really unique situation here today. We have a father-son, mother-daughter team. How about that? How many machines do you have, sir?
So we've got 3 machines that we run here.
Okay, and how do you decide who gets to ride what?
Well, we've got a couple studded, and everyone else except me is running the studded. The one in the middle, a little easier, wider power band up to the full race one. That's a little more aggressive, so it takes a little bit more to get used to. So,
wow, okay, I see. So while I'm thinking here, I want to get your names and where you're from.
So I'm Brian from Apple Valley.
Brian. Zach from Apple Valley.
Abby from Apple Valley.
I'm the mom. I'm Sherry. I live with them.
Super, all right. Yeah, that's really different without having the studs in that one. I have never seen anything like that.
Yeah, well, it puts a good show together, doesn't it? So a lot, with the studs, you're locked on and you can really give it all. With this, it's a lot of finesse, kind of a controlled drift through the whole thing, so it makes it pretty exciting.
Super. So you come all the way out from Apple Valley. Now, do you make other stops around the state too when you're doing this?
Yeah, so we've been, this year we've raced in Rush City. We'll be racing in Garrison in a few weeks. And then we're here in Hutchinson.
Awesome. We're really glad to have you here at Gopher Campfire, just north of Hutchinson. Super. So how did you do today?
Pretty good. I ended up with I got to think, 2 seconds. Yes, 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Yep. All right. Super. How about you?
I got first in B class and fourth in pro.
So, and this was pro right now? That's what you were just doing? Yeah, we were watching you, number 147. Super. All right. Congratulations.
I got second in Women's Open.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I got first in
okay. Great. Well, we're really glad that you took the time to talk to us. You came out here today and you did some racing and you made this so that, you know, we've got something to watch. This is really fun. Thank you very much.
If I could just say too, the cool thing about the sport is I think a lot of times ATVs got a bad rap if people are riding in the ditches or kids on them. So this really shows, you know, it can be a family activity and it is good. We're here to have a good time.
Wow, thank you very much again. Thank you all. Thanks for coming out. All right, take care. We're here at Gopher Campfire today, and this is Dean, and he is the race director. Dean, what's your last name?
Bertram.
And how long you been doing this now, Dean?
I've been race director for a few years. We've been doing the ice races out here for 4 years, I think. We didn't do them last year. We didn't have enough ice. But other than that, we've been doing them for about 4 years.
Super. This is a real good turnout then for you today.
Yes. We were hoping to have a few more, but there's another race series, so tomorrow should be even better.
I see. Where are most people coming from?
Around the cities or up to Duluth, Grand Forks, a lot from northern Minnesota.
So this was a long time putting this together then for you?
Yeah, we've planned this. We've got a system worked out with Gopher Campfire. They're great out here, but we've start planning usually in about late summer and start putting things together and getting it all lined up. Takes a long time.
I see. Could you take us through your day, like when you get here in the morning and what starts, what has to take place, and then what races are there? Is there, obviously there's several different kinds of machines here today.
Yep. When we get here in the morning, we've got the track plowed usually the day before, and we come out here in the morning, we set up all the registration trailers and get everything set up. People start coming in, they start signing up, and once they get signed up, they start racing usually about 10 o'clock. We run practice for an hour, hour and a half, and then we get into the racing. And everybody runs through one heat race, and after the heat race, then we line them up according to how they finish in the heat races, and they run their final. And that's how they finish for the day.
I see. So we've got four-wheelers, three-wheelers, two-wheelers, and then there's some that even look like cars.
Yep, we've got little bikes, little four-wheelers, big four-wheelers, studded, unstudded four-wheelers, dirt bikes of all sizes, and then, yes, as you said, the side-by-sides, the big ATVs.
Side-by-sides, yeah. And I remember when I was doing some of this, we would sit out in the garage and we'd cut off sheet metal screws, and then we'd painstakingly put them in every knob on the tire. Is that still how you do this, for the motorcycles at least?
Yes, except we don't use sheet metal screws because they wear out too quick, so we use a stud specially made. They're carbide coated and they last a lot longer.
I see. Okay, so what do you race, Dean?
I have a dirt bike.
Oh, you do? You race a dirt bike. Super. So is it you take out the rear suspension then, or how does that work?
Nope, all the suspension stays. Usually just put a fender kind of to cover the wheel because if you crash and you don't want the wheel to hit you. But yeah, you just painstakingly put the studs in like you said and basically go out and ride it.
Super. So, and it looks like you've got not only a lot of people here, but you also must have a lot of sponsors to make this happen.
Yes, we do. A lot of local sponsors.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Dean, and enjoy the rest of your day here. I know we sure will, and thanks again for doing this and putting this on for everybody.
You bet. My pleasure.
That's a wrap.